community. We are creating a learning community, then we should have a system or a platform where we could save the things that we teach or we learn, we want to learn, so that everybody can visit and then refer back to whatever we're discussing. You might not know. Something might click you someday and you will remember, you will have intuition that, okay, I heard something that we're discussing here. Kelvin talked about it. Let me go and check it out. So with that, there is this YouTube channel that we are opening, and then all the funny videos and the imperfect videos and recordings, I'm trying to place them there. So please, the name is Kelfa Pips Lab. So you can go there and then watch. I'll put the recording there. You can go there and just watch if you want to listen to the recording. With that said, welcome today. Welcome to the class today, and sit back and enjoy. If you have any question, please type in the chat box or raise up your hand. Don't unmute. Raise up your hand, and then I will call you, and then you can ask the question. And then please try to take notes, okay? Because we are a mixture of those who are trading already and those who are beginners, there are things that might be a trouble, but I believe, I trust, and trust me that at the end of the day, we are all going to come to a balance or an alignment before the 8 weeks is over. We will all learn from each other and learn to balance the knowledge that we have. So I'm going to go ahead to share my screen right now, and then I will ask all of you to confirm with me if you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen, sir.
Perfect. Okay, good. So let's get right to it, to lesson 1. Let me take a little time to, there are some people trying to join. Let me try to put them. Let me try to add them quickly, and then we can continue. So that's why I said people should join early, so that we will not be going back and forth trying to add them. Okay, guys, those who have joined, please mute and then take notes. And then if you have a question, raise up your hand and then put chat in the chat box. I have someone standing by. Dubi will be reading the chat or taking screenshots of the chat to let me know the questions that are coming. Thank you, Dubi, for doing that. Okay, so good. So today we are going to learn about, okay, so this is the last slide. Anything can begin with God or end with God. So for this lesson 1, we will end with Bible or God. Okay, so welcome to Kelfa Solutions for this 8 weeks of forex basis. So the first thing that I want to talk about, or I want to introduce to us, is, and this is especially for those who are beginners. So the most important thing that you should understand or know is you cannot come into the forex market or trade without knowing or having please a second, right? Somebody is let me put my charger in. Good. So you cannot come to the forex market without having knowledge about the basis, what it's about, some theory or some theoretical terms without understanding. So I'm taking a little time to run through this quickly. So what is forex in the first place? Most of you know that already, but what is forex? I cannot accept any other person into the call again. So let's keep moving. So forex simply means foreign exchange. And it is the largest financial market in the world with over 7+ trillion daily volume. I mean, money that is flowing up and down in terms of buying and selling, okay, volume. So this is the space that we are dealing with, money. And money is the problem of everyone. So we want, if we have a space or an industry that there is a lot of money flowing, though you can crash in that space because somebody has said money is the root of all evils, but you can also make well in that space because money is what we use to do everything or make things possible. So in this space that I'm talking called forex, what happens there is currency pairs are traded. For example, different currencies. Countries have different currencies. So in the Europe, those in Europe, Bright is in UK. So there is what they use in the UK is pounds. Those in Europe, they use euro. Those in America use the USD. Those in Ghana use the Ghana cedi. Nigeria use the naira, and so forth. So these currency pairs is please mute. Okay, please mute. These currency pairs are traded in the forex market. Please mute. Um, and so the market is a 24-hour market that runs Monday to Friday. Um, there is the crypto market that is also being traded, and there is synthetics and indices and all. Some of that which runs through the weekends. Some of that which runs through the weekends. Some of that which runs through the weekends. Just give me a second to try to mute. Please try to mute. Some of them that runs through the weekends. But the main forex market runs Monday to Friday, 24 hours. So who are those engaged in forex? The central banks, commercial banks, corporations, hedge funds, and retail traders like you. So you and me, we are called retail traders. Somebody even said the money he wants to trade with or he trades with is nothing compared to even a retail trader. And I said, okay, no problem. But with your $1, $2, $10, you can call yourself a retail trader. So we are dealing with big people. We are dealing with smart people. We are dealing with people who know what they are doing. So this is the space that you want to join to make money. Okay. So I want you to understand that. Now, I talked about currency. So what is a currency pair itself? So there's an example is Euro USD. It's a pair, Euro crossing or Euro stroke dollar. What is it? So the meaning of Euro over USD is Euro is to USD, Euro against the USD. So the Euro is the base currency, and then the USD is the quote currency. So for example, if Euro USD is at a price of 1.1 thousand, okay, it means that 1 euro is equal to $1.1 thousand. That is the meaning. Why? Because euro is the base, is the main standard that we are using to compare with the dollar or the USD. Okay, so the euro USD pair at a particular price means 1 euro is equal to that price in dollar. Okay, great. What moves the market? So in this forex market, something should be moving the market. Okay. So why do we say that the dollar is down, euro is down? Why do we say Ghana cedi is going up, naira is going up, has reduced in value, has increased in value? Gold is very rising, gold is dropping, Bitcoin is dropping, Bitcoin is coming down. Why do we say that? So something moves this market. Something moves this market. And that is why we see market rising, falling, rising, falling. Okay, though it is in this rise and fall that the trading activity really happens. Okay, so the market is built to be influenced by economic news like NFP, CPI, interest rate. Just this for every first Friday of the month, is NFP. So just yesterday, there was the news and there was a massive movement on in the market. So in economics, those who did economics in school, in high school or university, you would have learned about supply and demand. So supplies and demands, that analogy or system also draws or moves in the market. There is also speculations and sentiments, what people are thinking, what people are saying, the social drivers, what is happening, the drives, the motives of people. All of those things also influences or moves markets. And then we have the institutional orders. I mentioned corporations, banks, and hedge funds and those things. So those institutions, they have large money. Even countries and banks of countries and all that, they have large money that they can make decisions that, okay, we want to move this currency or this pair or this asset to this direction. And once they make that decision, because they have a lot of volume or money in their reserve, they can decide to move that currency to whichever way that they want. So we need to ask ourselves, even whether you are a beginner or you are trading already, always this question you should not forget. Ask yourself, where is price likely to draw to or gravitate towards based on the underlying drivers? So what are the underlying drivers? If there is upcoming news, there are things happening in the market, the question is, where is price likely to draw to? If you take a particular asset, for example, gold, where is gold price likely to move to or draw to? Where is gold price likely to gravitate to? In each new week, when you go on your chart, you must ask yourself, what is the weekly candle on gold or weekly price action likely to move to? Where is it likely to move to? This question will help provide context and foundation for you to analyze and for you to utilize the economic news and all other sentiments and other systems or concepts that you can put together in order to participate in the market. So let's quickly look at currency pairs. So I mentioned Euro USD. Euro USD is not the only currency pairs. There are a lot of asset or currency pairs. So they have been categorized into majors, minors, exotics, and others. I mentioned even crypto and other pairs, synthetics, indices, and a whole lot. The more you get involved in the market, the more you'll be able to learn about all these things. I'm just giving you a quick overview and a quick shot of few things that you should just know about. So, for example, major pairs. All major pairs are pairs that involves the US dollar. As we know, the US is the most powerful economy in the whole universe. That is the truth. So it is the US dollar that moves the entire forex market or determines what the forex market should do. Okay. That is why any news or any reactions that comes from the US is really important for the market. So any pair against dollar or dollar against any pair is major. The minors are pairs that involves no US dollar. So example, Euro GBP, let's say Euro Naira, Euro GBP, 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 JPY, Japanese Yuan. And we also have exotics. For example, USD TRY. Okay, so uh we will get, I mean, you will learn more about these things as you get forward. Um, there are some few keywords that you just need to hear them. You don't need you need to know and understand them as the basics of forex or of the market. But I don't need to spend a lot of time trying to crack my head making you understand this, because you can read these things online. You can do a Google search of all the terms and concepts in forex and read to understand them. Okay. So somebody has said that There is AI, there is internet, and a whole lot of things. So there are some things that you can search and learn yourself. Okay, great. So things you can search and learn yourself. A teacher or a mentor should not really spend a lot of time trying to crack that into you. But let's look at what PIP is. So PIP, okay, PIP. So PIP, you will hear PIP a lot, PIP. PIP is the smallest price move, okay? The smallest price move. Price moves in step by step, ticks, steps. So that is what we describe as PIPs. There are different amounts of PIPs or different steps, okay? So, and then we also have lot size. Lot size is the volume of trade. So we have the standard lot size, the mini lot size, and the micro lot size, and spread. So spread is the difference between the bid and the ask price. You will understand all this as you dive deep into Forex. Um, then we have leverage. Leverage is those who did business or economics. Leverage. If you have, even in law or in social life, when we say I have leverage over you, it means I have something that is to my advantage over you. So that is my understanding. So leverage is borrowed capital to increase position size. And it is the brokers, because as a person, I cannot trade with my money. My money is small. So I have to go through a legal entity called a broker, and the broker will give me access to the financial market. So the brokers give leverage. They have large volume, large capital, and your small capital, they can add the leverage to it, and that gives you access to increase your position or your lot size to trade. And another term is margin. Margin is what you require in order to trade or to open a position. The next thing I want us to look at is the forex market. The forex market operates in sessions. The forex market operates in sessions. So there are 4 to 5 different sessions. The Asian session, London session, New York session, and then also uh yeah, the main three that really moves, price action really moves in is um the Asian, London, and the New York session. So in the Asian session, price really moves, but it's noted for mostly low volatility, like low movement, not too much of movement. In the London session, that is when most activity happens. Okay, it's most active, the lending session. So when I say lending session or search forex market sessions, it's when the banks open. So banks in many countries open at 8 a.m. So, or probably 9. So around that time, the forex market opens. You know, when the banks are in operation, that is when currencies are being transacted or exchanged, and that is what makes the forex market active. New York session is when New York is in morning and in bank session, and New York session mostly New York session overlaps with London session, and that overlapping creates high volatility. So the best time and the ideal time to trade is the New York London session overlap, which is 9:30, sorry, 7:30 a.m. In 9:30 a.m. in New York. Okay, that is the best time to look at the market and trade. Because of the overlap, there is high volatility. That's the reason why. So why traders lose money? So you are coming to learn to trade, or you are already trading, but why do you lose money? Because you over leverage, okay? And because of poor risk management, lack of a better, or there is no perfect strategy, but lack of a consistent, a more disciplined strategy. Okay. Emotional trading. As you know, trading involves emotions and psychology. And so when you become more emotional, you fear, and also when I mean, you are not able to, you want to trade in anger, you want to retaliate and all that because you are losing money and all that, you end up losing. And because people don't have the right training or there is no mentorship. In life, when you go to school, they tell you you cannot copy. When you copy, your teacher will beat you. But in trading and in forex, copying is allowed. Okay, so that is why mentors and training are very important in forex. So key takeaways: forex is a skill, not a gamble. So you need to learn this skill and perfect the skill. You have to understand the structure, okay, how the market works. That understanding is very key. And also, discipline is very key to be able to succeed in the forex market. So this is a little bit of quiz that I will share in the WhatsApp group, but you can take a screenshot of it. Ask yourself, what is a pip? What makes up a currency pair? Who are the major players in forex market? What time is best to trade the forex market? And what is leverage? Answering these questions and being able to know them at your fingertips will help you at least to have some basic information or little information about the forex market. If someone is to ask you, what did you learn today about forex? At least you should be able to say something by asking yourself these questions. With that said, Proverbs chapter 25 verse 2 says that it is the glory of God to conceal a matter, but the glory of kings is to search it out. So life itself operates on hidden mysteries. And to be a king is to be able to have a mystery. Anybody that has become a superstar or has broken through in life came about a certain secret or a certain kind of wisdom or knowledge that others did not have. Okay? So knowledge is key. Wisdom is key. Skill is key. Knowing something, having something is key. Without anything, you can never have a price. You can never have value. So I want to encourage you to dig deeper, not just trade what is obvious, but understand the hidden movements of price. So your most important goal is to understand what is behind the algorithms, what is behind the structure, what is behind that up and down, what is pushing the market, what is the secret behind. It is human beings that constructed or put that forex market together. That system is human beings that designed it. Okay, so it means that there is a set of knowledge or blueprint or dossier, okay, a set of document that or manual for operating this forex market. If you are able to get an iota of it or a right amount of it, you will succeed, because we are dealing with a space that has over 3+ trillions of dollars flowing each day. So a little bit of knowledge that is right or a hidden secret about this space that is right or a strategy that is going to work well is going to make you well. Okay. And I want to push it to you that your goal for learning forex or to trade should not be to buy cars, lands, and properties. You will die one day and leave all of them. Yet you still need them. But your goal should be to make impact. Your goal should be to advance why you were born, okay, and why you are on earth, okay? So you have been selected specially in such a time like this to stand tall in your family. There is a matter that lights on you, and that is why you are the one searching to make it in life. And that is even why you are here, okay? So know that there is a matter that is lying on you. Okay, something is lying on you. If you don't succeed in this, maybe your brother or your sister or your mother, your sick mom, will not have medications. Maybe something bad will happen. So you must succeed. If it's going to take 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, it takes people 10 years, 8 years, 7 years to finally succeed and make 10,000, 20,000, and six figures, four figures, five figures in trading. So don't rush it. Only seek the hidden things behind price movement, and you will be able to interpret those hidden things in reality. And then you will be able to turn them into a particular strategy or system that you can use to plug money each day, Monday to Friday, or even through weekends when you are trading CFDs and synthetics. Okay, great. So with that said, thank you for listening to lesson one. And if you have questions, please put them in the chat box. Let me open it right now. If you have any question or any impression, please open it, raise up your hand, and then let me know. In about 2 to 1 minute, the session will close, and I would have to send a new link for us to join for lesson two. Lesson two is more practical, a little bit practical for today. So please, if you have any question, who has a question now? Any questions, please? If the meeting closes, please, I will
Question,
send a
please.
new link quickly, okay, into the group so that you join. Okay, please come up.
Good evening, Mr. Kev.
Yes, sir.
I'm Gabriel.
Okay.
Though I used the other of my account, that's why you're seeing the name is quite different a little. So, what my question is all about is that I know you as a trader, you've been in my position, you've been in my shoe before upgrading. So, one thing I want to clarify is that I've been back testing different strategies, but none of them is working effectively for me. So, as a trader, as an advanced pro trader, what do you think is really the issue, sir?
Okay, so
Maybe.
before, if you've been back testing strategies and it's not been working well, different strategies,